On the table today at SquirrelStampede, are these the best Despicable Me 4 Mega Minion models on the market? Huh? I've been seeking a finer things club of Minion figures since the Moose figures, as awesome as they are pretty basic, almost Happy Meal-esque, but were meant for mass destruction, distribution, all that sort of thing. So I wanted to find something a little more high detail caliber, and that would be these Yolopark buildable minion kits of the Mega Minions. We've got all our favorites, Mel, Gus, Dave, Tim, and Jerry, to build, each with their own little special modular feature. They're really quite intricate and high design, something more the high design collector would like to find. And there's some awesome customizable character features in these. So follow along with I and the Minion Squirrel as we go through the Mega Minion collection from Yolopark. Hopefully we'll find some great things inside and not be too despicable.
SquirrelStampede.
Please like,
share, and Squirrel Live.
What say we start with the Mega Minion Mel model kit? I would say Mega Minion Tim is my favorite, but Mega Minion Mel had probably the best scenes. And I think his ocular blast will look great in build. This one even has a retractable light up event ocular, but I don't know if I have the battery for that. On the back of the pack you can see this is an itch I really want to scratch. Not only a buildable constructible minion, but a highly detailed and articulated one with multiple changing hands, bendable arms, multiple expressions on the face, and functionality of a spring leg, whatever that means. Now this is the most satisfying part of this series. Look at this build tray. I used to be such a modeler back in the day, but never seen a model kit packaged perfectly like so. Removing the upper shell here, you can see that every piece has a place, a location, and yes, you can build and then unbuild and place back in box for play later. So if you ever wanted to know, this is the inner workings of Mel. He's got a lot of strange pieces and parts. Oh, and the ocular, check this out. Extendable, telescoping, ocular blast. Battery goes in there. I do not have a battery, I believe, today, so it does light up, but that is so extra. Okay, pieces on the table to build for Mel. Need some instructions? They are included. And for a model kit, very reasonable. I would say they've got the age about right, 8 and up on the box there. But really, this is the most all-ages adult collectible minion build that I can find. Probably on par maybe with a Lego build in a way. So let's snap these together. There's the back of the head. I love the zipper on the suits. I think that might even be an inlaid piece of gray plastic there as a zipper and not just a sticker, so well done. And we begin step-by-step assembly of our minions. Things are snapping in. Look at this feature. We've got switchable faces to rotate through. That's a clever, clever idea. A little bit extra you're getting on the models. Then bendable arms. And then, oh, what's the deal with these spring legs? I guess the spring gives them a little bit of a minion bounce wobble. Oop. And this might be the hardest part of the construction, just getting that spring to fit underneath those arms. But we'll lock it down with the back of his body. Things are sealing up pretty well so far. Rotating expression disc looking good. Feels a little loose still. Maybe we'll add some coveralls. That will help. Everything is so pieced and seamless. Ocular blast. And a melon on top to hold everything in. Plus, let's give this minion a hand. I'm going with the open gloves, but there are fists. And an unstoppable display stand. And we have our first Mega Minion constructed, Mega Minion Mel with Ocular Blast extension. This is certainly a level up over what Moose gave us. You certainly can go above and beyond with a model kit and a little extra dollarage. He's got those special bendy arms, and you can see the spring work working now. He kind of bobs up and down. There's even a little bit of articulation on those knees to move him up and down. And we've got that face switch out, which is so fun. You can give these guys a countless number of expressions now. I like the braces. That one's just happy. So it's totally next level up if you're looking for a minion that's just a little more classier than what you can find in figure form, especially for the Mega Minions as they're quite new. Of course, being a model kit, they're going to be a little more fragile. You'll want to play with a soft touch with these. Be gentle and careful and they should play well for you. Well, Mel turned out above expectations. Who should we try next? Well, like I said earlier, Tim is my favorite Mega Minion. I really liked watching him noodle around screen. Another highlight of these model kits is each has their own little deal. More multiple expressions with this one, but also a swayable noodly head, just like you would expect Tim to have. Even though they're a kit, they are next level in action figure. This part is my absolute favorite part. Revealing the tray for the first moment. So shiny, so shiny. Look, there's eyeballs everywhere. Ah. Tim has several choices for eye sets, and we've got a lot of different goggles here, and a couple different arm sets too for him. He does have those extendo arms, right? A little bit smaller with Tim's pieces and parts. Mel was quite huge. Building a Tim, where is his giant body? Looks like an airsoft cartridge or something. Also, with faces. It's perfect with the suit. You can do this because of the cutout of the way their suits are built. And so what do we have? We need the back part of his body. Yeah, this part. We'll flip around this way and start beginning construction. I feel like I'm placing together an old G.I. Joe. There are a couple options for his arms. We've got the same sort of arm set that Mel had where you can bend and then they hold. Or with Tim, of course, I'm going to go with the noodly arms. They just kind of bounce around. They may be slightly stretchy. We will see. I think they'll be better, more character specific. This might be the most trickiest part. We've got to lock in his feet and then lock in the back section. So we'll get things prepped. Sometimes it's best to get the pieces you need prepped, and we'll give it a go here. If you do it right, they'll piece right in and hold. Like I said. Whoop! And that was a good thing, because they were actually, I had my lefts and my rights mixed up. Oh, this is tricky to do on camera. Can I lay it down? It might be easier to lay it down. We'll get there, I know it. Something's holding me back. It must just be about squeezing in the last little bit. Okay, I think we got it. That was next level hard though. Much easier to do Mel's spring legs. Let's just set him aside for a moment. So with his head, you can choose a large assortment of different goggles. You got the main outerwear goggles, and then you place in his eyes. I'm gonna go with just like open, surprised Tim. I like that look. And then we just place over on top. Oh, it's magnetic. No way. That's how they do the swivel. That's so weird. I did not expect it to all of a sudden force grab itself. Oh, the coveralls. That's right. That just looks odd. You need to place these on top. And I think we got him. And so Tim turning out just as fantastic as Mel, just a little more challenging. Let's get onto his display pad there. There's several points of port on these pads, but you know, you really just want them square on, I believe. Tim is sure tall in height, running at about 5.5 inches, whereas Mel was about 5. We've got these noodly arms, which are perfect, and this magnetic head. It kind of wants to always stay straight up, but you can get a little bit of an angle on that. It's not going to hold if you go too far. It's just going to pop off. Pretty strong magnet, though. That is a clever idea. Next level quality. So yeah, you gotta be a little more patient with Tim here. Look at that zipper all the way down his back. I love the fact that each one of these kits is a little bit different than the other. Well, how's about we check out Mega Minion Gus next? Gus seemed to get a lot of airtime in the movie. Was it just me, or maybe just because he dominated the end credits? Multiple expression switching with Gus too. Of course, he has that cape. It's too bad they were not able to figure out how to make a Minion fly model kit, because he would be floating. That's pretty much impossible to do at this time. Guess you could have droned him up. And for my favorite part, the reveal of the tray. Ow! 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 The cut of the fingernail. Whoa! Wow, there's a lot in here. Tim was so minute. It's like opening up a box of candy. Look at all the color. Look at all the eyes to eat. So many choices of eye. You didn't really get that with Mel because of the ocular blast, right? It's gonna be hard to choose. I think the better ones are like when they're kind of angry, or this one's kind of like, what's going on? And of course, like total open eyes in surprise is fun. There's this, well, that cape is huge. Oh, and look at the, he's got extra smile faces to switch through. Lots of pieces. Look at that cone back there spinning. Some of Gus is already built, but I'm gonna go backwards. So I need this piece, and I need to find this piece with the holes in the back. That's an easy way to look for the either holes or posts. In instruction verification. Got more bendable arms with this one. And oh, thank goodness, we're back to the double leg spring piece. So much easier to install when the legs are pounded in onto its own piece. And we'll place this thing in between somehow. That gives it a little bounce. This is the type of assembly where if you do it wrong, it shoots to the moon. So quickly try to hold things together before it does that. Oh, a little bit pinchy. Oh, did we get it? Did we get it? I don't know, the arms moved on me, the arms moved on me. This one's starting to get challenging too. I would put the age requirements on some of these as a little high. The challenge part of this is you've got to pinch together the spring piece here to get this piece to fit over and in. Don't think I got it. I was so close. Yep, it was above it. Okay, we'll try this. Oh, those arms, they want to move on me. Come on, dude. Ah. I may just have it. I have it. Yeah. So there is some challenge with these. Sometimes it takes a couple turns. Try to stay patient as you can. Add on the coveralls. That'll help turn this more into Minion. Wow, that seamly pieced into itself so well. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, coveralls are on. I think we add this piece on next. No, this piece actually, the instructions don't have his smiles on there. There we go, that makes way more sense. Now you place the cover over the top. Where's step 9? Oh, this is step 9 maybe? There we go. And I gotta find some goggles. I think I'm missing some goggles. There they are. They are actually attached to more eyes in the box. So this will go right in here. And some mean eyes. I wanted to give Gus a little bit of an attitude. And the cape, this one by far is the most piecing together, I feel. His great cone head right over the eyes, and I think we got him. Try his pants are popping apart. And I wanted to do like a Superman pose with him. So I chose one fist so I can bend it up. And then one hand of flight to go forward. Although that's pretty hard to do Superman with him. He's got such limited arm span. So Gus has the most piecing together. Kind of feels like the most fragile so far. I'm having a little bit of trouble with his lower torso there. But still, nonetheless, very nicely done. There's a little bit of extra pay grade with this one over, say, what we saw with Moose. A little more articulation, more higher detail, larger scale, but a little more fragile. So this one you can like throw across your neighbor's fence and probably get it back in one piece. This one you throw across the yard, it'll probably bust into a million pieces. Oh no! Certainly still worth your time if you're a major Gus fan. Gus does not want to stand on a display stand. He wants to fly. He wants to fly. That's probably why. That was a fun one, but just certainly more challenging than the first two. Next up to build the big one, Mega Minion Dave. Is he gonna fit inside this packaging? I don't know. I don't know. Multiple face expression switchings again. What does he got special? Well, hidden banana compartment? Well, that's something. You could probably hide a few bananas inside there. Activating favorite part. Ooh, the reveal. So he's really expanding the space he can fit into in there, isn't he? What do we got? What do we got? Look at all those eyes. There are so many expressions you can choose from. I think by themselves doesn't matter too much, but grouping together you may want to switch out eyes to have them interact with one another. Heavy, heavy pieces here. Oh, lots of stuff going there. Oh, Dave's wheel is Price is Right vertical. Feels like they all have generally the same amount of pieces, just different ways of build. So we start here with the wheel of cheese. How do I know what is a left and what is a right arm? Does it matter? I don't think it matters. I think this is his secret compartment tray. It goes right into the back of his coveralls up front. And more spring feet. And we'll lock it down with a back piece. Pop in front cover all. That fits so tightly. Then head clip there. Some back goggle pieces. I chose kind of a sneaky look for Dave. Actually turned out to be kind of a bored look. Certainly gotta play with these. And a headpiece. Very Homer Simpson. I chose fists with this one. Kind of wish this one had a grasping hand to lift heavy objects. He has open hands as your other choices. This one would be fun for lifting. And to get the tray out, I think you just gotta kind of grab the front there. We've got our hidden bananas, and we'll place them in there such, and onto the display stand. So now where would I place Dave, as I have 4 of these constructed? Oh, his arms are not bending very well with me. Oh, I'm starting to see more muscle tone on there. They are noodly. I would put Dave in maybe 3rd place. I think my favorite so far is Mel, then Tim, then I would go with Dave here. I like the vertical choice of smile selection. That's a little bit more different and unique with him. Is that an upside down smile? Oh no, he's just kind of like, ooh. Ah, let's go with that one right there. I like that. The banana compartment is unique, but a little bit odd, but it's something different. I think it's all down to who is your favorite Mega Minion. So if Dave is your favorite, you've got a really awesome buildable kit of Dave. That leads us with one more. And our last Mega Minion, the scene-stealing Mega Minion Jerry. Giant the Thing Jerry. Multiple expressions, and what rock sort of thing will he do? He's got the spring leg and the face switch, but maybe other than that, just a giant rock. You gotta have it though in the Mega Minion group. Oh, whoa, look how large he is. That's huge. It's fun how they pack these in. Look at the rock. Wow, that's some heavy building to this one. Oh, the biggest face switch out yet. Eyes are going to be individually placed, or should I just say eye? More spring shoes, gotta love these. This one should be a fun build. That certainly is the largest gape of a smile. Which direction does this go? Like that? And more arms. Let's set up these pants. This might be the best working pants part out of all of them. Oh, maybe I get the pants on the right side. His goggle is like sucked up deep inside his head. Oh, this one is so solid. If you're looking for the easiest one to build, I would go with this one. I like this eye better. I like the fists on Jerry too. Yeah, this one was certainly the easiest to construct out of the 5. The larger pieces along with just how the legs fit together. You get a good spring with this one. It's funny, that's what kind of Moose did too with theirs. They gave Jerry the springing feet too, but I guess that was more so that they could roll into themselves and he could become a total ball. That was their deal. This one more of a figure with a little bit of a bounce. A little bit of a bounce and plenty of great faces to choose from. So you're looking for an easier one to go with, this is the one to go with. So how does this work? How does this work? The stands can lock in several different locations. depending on how you wish to arrange these guys. Am I getting this at all correct? Gus's cape is going to be a problem as he jumps off his own stand. So if you wish, you can kind of get these into really cool group poses, but not the best. They need a little more space, really. I think I'm just gonna leave them apart unless I just couldn't figure out the way to piece these together. I may just roll the bases out completely, as they're causing me some spatial problems. So usually you put Dave kind of somewhere central because he's so big, but he could have been a little bit bigger. Tim also is a good back row kind of guy because he's so tall. I'm still having a little bit of trouble with the way Tim was placed together. I'm gonna have to look back at that, look at it a little closer later. I don't know, Tim is gonna be tricky in the group. Then sometimes you place Jerry also up front. And Mel here, Mel is a little bit too large. So the scaling feels a little bit off of these guys now that they're all together. The scaling doesn't look particularly good. I was hoping they'd stand better together, but really they work a little better individually. That's a surprise. Okay, well, back on their display stands, it is a little bit easier on the pads. My favorite in the group still has to be Mel. That extendable Oculus telescoping eye is the perfect piece, really unique, and it does light up if I can find a battery. But for Model Kits Go, I think that one turned out the best. I also really enjoyed building Tim. He was the most difficult in leg installation, but he is the most tallest and noodliest. And I like that magnet trick head he's got going. I think Jerry is my third favorite because he was the easiest to build and the most solid. Maybe a little bit of a different feel than the other four, and that giant smile dial was quite fun. As per Dave and Gus, Gus was the most model. He was really tricky, a lot of pieces to place together, so the most modular building out of all the kits. Feels like a total build. So a lot of fun with Gus, and Dave, maybe a little disappointment in Dave because of his scale. I wish they could have scaled him up. I guess they're confined by their boxes. You really couldn't have made him too much larger, but yeah, the banana in the pocket is just a little odd, and out of the 5 was probably the weakest. Ironically, because he's one of the stronger, right? But really, all of these turned out fantastic. The simple snap-together modular design kit, no glue inside, simple instructions to read, and really fine-fitting parts all around made these a joy to build. There you go, Despicable Me 4 Yolopark Mega Minion collection. Pretty fun. I found the collection over at Walmart.com or other modular building sellers. They're a little bit trickier to find, but they were well worth it, especially if you have a favorite Mega Minion. If you liked today's video, please give us a squike, squirrelibe, squammet your favorite Mega Minion build of today. Don't forget, we also have Squirrel Stampede merch out there, t-shirts, water bottles, plush non-minion landry. Thank you so much for watching. That's what I have to say about that. Now with fear, he's clear. You can pull it back by itself.
Oh no!
Maybe not do that.